What is up, Twitch and YouTube? Demi here with the 2019 World Series. Representing the American League, you have the New York Yankees. Shocker, am I right? And then you have the Chicago Cubs that squeezed by the Milwaukee Brewers. Took them 7 games, but we are finally here. Game 1 looks pretty good. Kershaw versus Scherzer. Should be Kershaw and Scherzer. Oh, a nice pretty day at Wrigley. For those that may be watching this on YouTube, I am broadcasting on twitch.tv. So, I'll be making random comments. See if I can get this going here. Someone named their stream Yankees already suck. Well, I mean, that's not always true. Maybe. Scherzer's still not ready. Man, how long does it take him to recover? Well, too bad. We're going to use him. We need our best against Clayton freaking Kershaw. God, that sucks. Look at that rotation. Kershaw, Cobb, Tehran. Archie Bradley looks like he hasn't been used much. Huh. Kershaw is a lefty. I don't like having Lopez in there. What's up, Ryan? Let's try putting Motter at shortstop today. I'll never expect it. Two, three, and 1, 2. I know, right? How the heck have you been? I think his stealing's going back up. That's good. It's important I get his stealing up. The Bronx Bombers. Can't believe they're batting McCutcheon leadoff. That's a thing. Alright, here we go. 2019 World Series. These are the last 2 teams standing. The New York Yankees, go figure. And the Cubbies. What a season. What a season.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs.
They wouldn't make it.
Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these 2 teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably
very
going to come
evenly
out on
matched,
top.
except for the home runs
players
department.
Have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next.
A nice crisp night at Wrigley Field. It's gonna be tough, man. These Yankees, I mean, they don't have much on offense, but their pitching is superb. Hopefully the good offense shows up. And not the, I'm going to hit the ball 400 times and hit it right at somebody.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer
I was hoping
Mike
they would have a
Carlucci.
little more celebration that it's the World Series and not just a...
And now your 2020 Chicago Cubs.
Once again, not 2020, it's 2019. So, I think that's just a little audio bug.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1.
Pretty close. Both 2-1 records, both excellent ERAs.
With that, here's a look at
Kershaw's
the
got the
Yankees
advantage in
starting
Ks per
lineup.
nine.
Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. This is
Yeah,
the guy
he's
who wanted
worth
to play
50.
when the game
What's
is
he
on the
doing?
line. He thrives in these situations.
Well, maybe
It's
this
almost
offense
like
is
he goes
something.
to
Look at
bed
that.
and
Lonnie
says,
Chisenhall,
I can't wait to
Darren
play
Hall,
because the game is going to
Forsythe.
come down
I
to
don't
me,
know what
and I'm
he's
going
like.
to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Max Scherzer gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's been really good. He's got 2 wins in the last 3 starts. His team's had an opportunity to be in the game deep and late, and he's walked away, like I said, with 2 wins. So let's see if he's able to get 3 wins in 4 starts after this outing. Let's take a look at the Cubbies defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And in the outfield, George Springer. He can run, he can throw, he can go get
Yeah,
up.
Motter playing shortstop for the first time since June 22nd. We'll see how he does there.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll get us started in this
I
one
hope the rust
under
is
the
gone.
lights.
I haven't played this in, I think Saturday was the last day I played it.
Andrew McCutchen.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1.
No more trademarks.
The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, that's 2 impressive fastballs. 2 mid-90s fastballs just reaching back saying, I dare you to hit it. Finds himself in a nice 0-2 count now.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And Chicago is a far cry from the 90s all spring training. 48 degrees our game time temperature.
Blowing out the right field.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a slider is swung on and
Good
missed.
start.
And
That's the
man
first
is
K of
set
the game.
down to open up the ball game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's
Nasty
one
slider.
of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just
Some of these
nasty.
players I
There
haven't
aren't many
pitched
hitters that
against
like
before.
to see this guy on the mound.
I don't know their tendencies. I don't know what their pull and stuff is. Push-pull frequency. Let's see. The platoon. So he's pretty much hit against righties.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Time for a look at our umpires in this
I
one.
saw
Behind
that.
the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Matt, Hendricks is another one of those well-respected
Dude, I saw
umpires.
that.
Some say he favors one side of the plate from time to time.
Played an
But most
excellent
of the
game.
time, it's not very noticeable.
Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to
That's
be a
Tanaka,
pitch
yeah.
he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Archer was pretty good.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Evan Longoria had
Now
the
a
first
ball
home run of the
swung on and
season.
heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Back-to-back strikeouts to start the game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to
Some of these guys haven't seen Scherzer before.
Opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it to the team lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Yes. Man, Diaz is looking good. Pitch hitter. Wow, that's a name. He's normally a pinch hitter.
Here comes the first pitch. Aledmus Diaz is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
This guy's batting .450 this postseason. He's figured something
ball
out.
hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Boy, Cordova asked for a lot of
back
fastballs.
toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. Again, a 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ends up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
How are you, Mike?
Swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Got him swinging.
Got him. We start off the inning with 3 strikeouts.
Ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening.
But speaking of strikeouts, we are up against the best in game 1.
And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies.
This is the last game for Madden, the last series. His contract's up after this.
In the game.
Matt, have you seen this guy throw? Ooh, he is electric. What do you got to do against him? I think you got to attack him.
Got Peter O'Brien in with a lefty. There he is. Clayton Kershaw.
Power arms.
God, this is going to be
years to come. You got to take it to him before he takes it to you.
Clayton Kershaw is on the mound here on the road for game 1 of the World Series. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, we're watching the guy who's the reigning champion of the Cy Young in the American League last year. He's the American League Cy Young Award winner. That speaks volumes to his stuff and how he gets himself ready for games. He's always prepared.
So McCutchen and Chisenhall got good on him.
And regardless if he's having a good outing or not, the stuff
Flores plays a decent third base.
I want to see him have a good outing today.
I don't know about Fat Adam.
At the plate, Manuel Margowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Manuel Margowski.
Oh, they sped his delivery up a little bit. It's going to be so hard to hit off him. Hopefully he'll be like King Felix and just struggle a little bit.
And this is fouled back.
The wind is blowing out to right field. Not a lot of guys will be hitting it that way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's
Come
a
on,
ball
drop.
hit in the air.
Nope.
Forsythe will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of
Well,
that
that's
pitch.
uncomfortable.
The zone. They
In a
took
long
him
game.
off the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Look at Kershaw's man. He got 11 out of the 12, or 11 out of the 20 quirks.
Here's George Springer. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up
wait for
above
a
the zone a
mistake.
little bit.
Dribbled
wow.
to the right side. foul ball, however,
not
strike
that.
one.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And a front foot curveball here
that
that misses
curve.
down and in for ball 2.
You know, we'll see him work
Boy,
both
Melendez
sides of
can
the plate
square
with
one
his
of those curveballs up.
Maybe not that far in,
That's
but
gonna
he'll
go
move
far.
that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Chopped weakly to the left. Suarez has it.
Speaking of
Throw
Suarez,
on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
Batting third.
And with 2 away here in game 1
Yeah.
of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher
Yeah,
course at the
Kershaw's-
roads these 2 teams took to get
he's
where
out of.
they are
I mean, he's
tonight.
in his own league. I'd still take Bumgarner over him in playoffs, though.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Melendez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2
All right,
away.
Melendez. See how Kershaw pitches to you.
Kershaw looks in. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, how often do you see this? The reigning Cy Young Award winner facing the reigning MVP. This is a cool matchup.
There you go. Your rating Cy Young versus your MVP.
0-1, here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
I think this is the first time we have faced Kershaw ever.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't
Dirty
connect,
swing.
so he finds
Don't
himself
swing at that.
down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up and
My bad,
knots right
Melendez.
there.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is
changeup.
bounced foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Slow
I got
little
on top
roller
of
to
that ball.
third. Throw in time.
All
and
right,
the side
Kershaw
is
counters
retired.
with a 1-2-3 inning for himself.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And this is still a 0-0 ball game.
Oh, wrong button. Let's try that again.
Now at the plate, Matt
Leading off
Adams.
for the Yankees.
And he'll lead things
First
off
baseman,
against
number
Max
35,
Scherzer.
Matt Adams.
Dude, how about Madison Bumgarner? He's already got a home run. It's ridiculous.
Hit to short. Mott fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone
know
here
if you
to
saw
start
that or
the
not.
second.
Batting fifth, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Oh, 118 average. Cool. So here's something I didn't know about the player morale system. During the regular season, you know, you have your stats, you know, like what you're getting paid, your happiness, close to home, and all that stuff. But apparently, that's different than how you perform in the postseason or the playoffs, because when I go to Melendez, it actually says he's failing expectations when he's got 57 home runs.
First pitch of the at-bat. He'll hold off
come
on
on,
the
Blue.
slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
So I'm a little
Here's a
curious
swing
as
and
to
a miss,
why they
1-1.
Hey, Matt, I like the cold weather
set that
strategy.
up like
You're
that.
probably saying, what's that, Harold? Well, the ball's up. He knows it's not going to carry on this cold night, so now you elevate out of the zone, and you hope they swing at it and get some cheap pop-ups.
A
Oh,
swing
wow.
and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize
A little
that.
dirty there.
Keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, he
I
hasn't.
like that they went away.
I don't think he's hit that. Well, he's doing okay. He's got. I mean, he's got a 231 average, but he's got 3 home runs this postseason. Oh, see, I could go. Well, I can't. I guess I can't go to it here, but
away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was
I guess
looking
it's
for another
because
ball in.
to him he's not.
Here's another 2-2. Now a swing. And
I'm curious as to see why San Diego Studio set it up that way.
To start the second.
Wow, his stuff looks
Because if your
electric
player's
coming out
happy
of the
with
gates in
himself
this
during
one,
the
guys.
regular
That's
season,
5
but he's not doing well in the
batters
postseason,
base.
that could affect his
Strikeouts.
overall.
That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to beat Kershaw in pitch
Lonnie
count.
Chisenhall will stand in, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
I definitely want to give him a contract extension, but he's going to have to do with his cruddy salary for another year because I can't.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball,
Can't
he gets
re-sign
that
him
changeup and
until
stayed right on it.
2021.
Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further
true.
away
Very true.
from eye level as it comes in.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But
They could have done it that way intentionally.
untouched. The 1-2 pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. Cordova finds it. The throw to
Boy,
first
Scherzer's
in
breaking
time,
ball is
and the inning
filthy.
over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second.
David Price,
No
yeah, he's a
score.
perfect example. We got him chasing that breaking ball.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Lowry. He'll be the one to start things here.
I'd like to
against
sign this
Clayton
guy here an
Kershaw.
extension.
Brett
I want Lowry to be my career third baseman until he retires.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Chisenhall has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
batting fifth.
Postseason experience. I still haven't even got those little stats you see by the board. Like,
And that'll bring up Peter
like if I were to
O'Brien.
pause the game right here, you know, like you got the, excuse me, like the top left, you know, where it has the score and the outs and stuff. Sometimes a stat will pop out of the side. It'll be like your career versus this pitcher. I haven't gotten that yet, even with real life players versus real life pitchers. But I guess I just haven't played enough to get those stats. Excuse me, good lord.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. One-0 pitch is right there.
Hello,
to rule the
sir.
ball.
How are you,
2-0.
Ray?
Now with the 2-0
Happy
count
opening
and
day,
power
by
at
the way,
plate,
to everybody.
It could be fireworks time.
Hopefully your
This
team
is the
wins
kind of
today or
count
tomorrow.
He makes his money in.
Oh
Here's
my
a
God,
looping
stop
fly
doing that.
ball out to right.
So-
Chisenhall over to his left, makes the play.
What
and
inning is
there
it?
are
We
two
are
gone
in
now.
the
Batting sixth.
third,
Second baseman.
second.
Digging in,
Bottom second.
William Nam.
No, I haven't had the audio either. Did you guys notice the oddball matchup tomorrow?
Kershaw into the windup. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0.
You got the
Bottom
Pirates
of
and the
second
Red
here
Sox.
with no score.
That's weird to me.
And this will be fouled away.
Get to watch, yeah. Get to cry a little bit.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Line drive
Come
to
on,
center
drop,
field.
drop, drop. There you go.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
All right, that's who we want on
He
base.
gives up a single there, but he's retired
But
5 in a row. Man, he
Kershaw's
was
got the
shocked he made it.
pickoff
Taylor.
quirk, so we can't really lean off base much. I think he's got it. Yeah, pickoff artist. There it is at the bottom. So I can't exactly lean off base with him. What is up, Epic Me? How are you? Hi. You okay? Well, yeah, I know, but like it's interesting that they're starting out that way. You know, Pirates and the Red Sox. I mean, I don't know, because there's no other team. It's tomorrow, I think. Let me double check it. Yeah, it's at 2:05. You got Pirates, Red Sox. Phillies, Reds, Indians, Rangers. Yeah, there's no other interleague matchups going on besides that one. That's Bikes.
Hi, Bikes. Look at this.
Look at the baby.
He's all here.
Baby.
I've got 5 weeks left.
No, he'll be here.
Hi, Ray.
But, yeah, he's kicking around. We had a very good baby shower last night. So, yesterday. Wore Mama out.
Now time is asked for at home plate and granted by the umpire back there, Earl Hendricks.
No. I love you.
Yeah, time is moving fast.
No, it seems like just yesterday I told you guys she was pregnant.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. Runner
And now
back
next thing you know, it's
standing.
like I'll come back tomorrow and be like, boom, son.
We'll just randomly get a call. Oh, time to go.
Guarantee you will get that call while I'm streaming. I'm like, oh, bye.
Yeah, you won't be able to
Standing in now, Taylor Mott.
You'll have
As
door
he'll
cam
take a
for
look
like
at ball
24 hours.
one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2
Oh,
away.
detail. Absolutely. I want to test his pickoff artist move. Good lord.
The 1-0 delivery. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
I know, man. It makes me tear up a little bit. It's like I can't believe it. I can't wait. Can't wait to have my little son. I'll tell you if he's a Blue Jays fan.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to
Oh, the
first.
Diamondbacks come back and
the runner
tied
back
it?
safely. A runner on first with 2 away.
What? I saw that Bumgarner hit a home run in that game. Your son is 4 in 2 weeks. Oh, happy birthday to your son, man. Early birthday, I should say. What are y'all going to do for
Here's
him?
the 2-0. Outside and low, 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, the 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
I need to go back and watch the home run, but I watched a little bit of the Rays Yankees highlight.
Runners on the move for second. To short. Diaz brings it in.
Oh, that's a shame.
Throw on to first.
All
gets
of
him,
the
and
World
side is
Series games are on
retired.
MLB Network, so
Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance.
pitcher home run.
Yikes. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network.
That's a bloody shame.
Now in the box, Logan Forsythe. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy
Meeting
before he
not-
really settles in.
Is this still the fantasy score? Or are you talking about your game? A first pitch hitter. Okay. So we need to give him something kind of, not out of the zone, but
The pitch.
like that.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Margowski racing back.
Woo.
He makes the
Man, that was
play.
carrying.
A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Oh, your fantasy score. Gotcha. Who's scoring you points today?
So striding forward now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Is that how you say his first name, really?
Ready with the first
Suarez?
pitch. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Third inning, no score to this point.
9 cats to 9. 10:30 on Monday. What's that, Epic?
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
Yeah, Ozuna's on 10-day DL. They let go of Melvin Upton. That was him, right?
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Took a
Way
wave
that
at one
slider.
around
Those
the
breaking pitches are
shins
working.
with no luck.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's a surprising move, man, that they let him go.
And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
New Zealand.
He's still on the lookout for hit number
Hello
1
from the
here.
past. How's New Zealand, man?
Hit to first. Melendez is up with it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
It is 6 o'clock Eastern time on the United States.
Number 22, Clayton.
The east side of the United
Kershaw.
States. I can't wait to see who signs Upton. Somebody's gonna pick him up. Excuse me, good lord. Look at Kershaw, man. Kershaw's got some numbers when it comes to his hitting. Not bad for a pitcher.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball.
Do they have
is a
any
good example.
outfield
Put that thing
prospects
in a
they're calling
great
up this
spot
year?
and right where he wanted it.
A windup and the 0-1. Line toward right center. But he will
Also, I hope
run
your
this
chicken
one
pox
down
goes
in
away
right
soon.
center.
There's a lot worse things to die.
L9, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Ah, somebody will get him. Somebody will be desperate enough
So
to get that home
stepping
run
in,
power.
Rolando Cordova. He'll get
I
us
think he's the
going
one
in
that
the
hits.
home half of inning number 3.
Is it him or Justin Upton? Can't remember. Maybe it's Justin.
Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great
He's
pitcher.
still a ways away.
Yeah, Stuff is obviously the
Tell you
important
what,
key to being dominant on the mound.
Ian
But
Happ,
it doesn't mean a
one of
whole
the
lot
Cubs
if you don't
prospects,
have
had a great
outstanding
spring
control
training.
to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third.
We have Rowdy Talley, 3, 4, first base. Oh, Rowdy Talley, sorry. New York Yankees got their butt handed to them by the Rays. What's up, Angel?
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on
Yeah,
him now.
we were talking a little bit about that.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Not a good start
Good
for the
change
Baby
up
Bombers.
that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Liriano, yeah. I think a change of scenery will do him good. I think he'll pitch very well for you guys, and you kind of need it.
Here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Good job.
No, Kershaw doesn't give up a lot of walks, so got to see how true the game stays to form with that.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And another foul ball.
7 pitches. How are you today, Angel?
Payoff pitch one more time. And good
There's a
patience
walk.
exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Man, that's just painful for a
They should
pitcher
have that
right
animation
there.
where Kershaw spikes the ball in the dirt.
Offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't
Good at bat by Rolando.
Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Sorry, I got somebody pulling in across the street. It always makes me nervous, or like it always makes me look because I just got to see him turn around. Don't want anybody looking in my window. All right, so definitely probably a bunt situation. If we can do one, I'm so bad at bunting, it's not even funny.
Into the box, Max Scherzer.
That'll
And
work.
they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Throw to first is
What's up, Randy?
in time for the first out.
Ready for the game tonight, man? Ready for the Cardinals to go 0-3?
Manuel.
Nah, your
in,
Cardinals
trying
will probably
again.
salvage a game out of this.
Manuel Margowski 0 for 1 here in the early going.
I gotta admit, man, as much as I miss Dexter Fowler, he looks good in y'all's uniform. Shh. Please.
First delivery to him on the way. And a
Please,
curveball that started
man.
low and
Come on.
broke lower, ball 1.
I don't know. I think we'll take 2 or 3.
Ready with the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit up.
You're gonna go 0-3. Come on, Randy. Come on. Let's be real here. WrestleMania, yeah, that's tonight too. A lot of good stuff happening tonight. A lot of good sports events going on. I won't watch WrestleMania, but I watch this guy on YouTube. I watch his highlights of it.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0.
I think his name is like Wrestling Reality. He makes like 20 to 25 minute summaries of like Raw and SmackDown and every week, and I'm sure he'll make one for WrestleMania. Absolutely. We're probably just going to do one game tonight, as much as I hate to do that. I feel like I'm ripping people off just by doing one game, but
Set to deliver on 3-0.
I blame
Takes a
me
look
falling
at a
asleep
strike over the inside
and just
corner.
not waking up. Baseball, yeah, Walking Dead is tonight. I think
Bottom
they
of
have
inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
the women's final, I think it's tonight. Cubs Cardinals. Why'd I swing at that?
Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
That would have been a strike anyway. This is big, man. Let's get on base.
Hit hard on the ground. to
Hey,
second.
that'll get through, but that is not going to get Scherzer home. Way too slow.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The right fielder, number
At the
4.
plate, George Springer.
You guys are throwing Martinez
0 for
out
1
tonight.
for him here in
Right,
this one.
Randy? I think I've asked you that before already.
From the belt, the pitch. In tied at 93, ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying.
Martinez.
to keep
You gotta tell him
getting
stop
his
chewing on that
arms
dip.
extended. If it's out over the plate more,
No,
he can
he's got
obviously
nasty
do
stuff,
a lot of
man.
damage with it.
He's actually a really good pitcher.
The 1-0 delivery.
It'll be the first
This one
actual
off
game
as
that
it's
counts
foul.
that John Lester will be pitching without David Ross.
step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back.
Oh, let's get on base. Get Melendez up. Bases loaded.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one gets away.
Oh, and he bobbled it. He bobbled it. Oh, no. Oh, what a cheapo run.
Disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself.
Yeah, Martinez versus Lester. Pitcher for Tuesday, I think you'll have Arrieta will be tomorrow. And then it will be John Lackey on Tuesday.
Runner on second base.
Oh, that's back up to the box. Margot's being waved. Here comes McCutcheon's throw. It's way offline. 2-0 Cubs. Oh, Kershaw.
Right there, and it gives him a 2-0 lead early. When you get good pitchers, man, you got to take it to them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tuesday.
Early before they
I keep thinking today's Monday. They don't play tomorrow. You're right. Okay, so Tuesday it's going to be Arrieta. Keep forgetting that stupid day pause.
In now, Jose Melendez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only
Who do your
trip
Blue
to the
Jays
plate
got?
so far.
Who do the Blue Jays open against? Waino. Hey, you know what? I hope Waino brings his best, man. I hate to see him. Like, he's had a bad couple seasons.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch.
2-0 now.
Kershaw,
you have to have a lot of
he's out of
confidence
control,
and
man.
composure to pitch effectively, and right now, I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Kershaw not looking good right now. Hey, shout out to your Cardinals, man, for signing Molina through 2021.
As a look, now the pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley.
That's a gapper. Springer's going to be waved. The throw's going to go to third. That is an RBI double for Melendez. Cubs pouring it on.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates.
Beautiful swing by Melendez.
You're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes
Kershaw picking
safely on second, and
Kershaw
is high-fiving teammates in the
Kershaw
dugout.
is pitching like he always does in the playoffs. This game was really realistic.
Into the box now, Brett Laurie. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Who did you guys get, Randy, to replace?
The pitch. Now
that is bye-bye. That is on the wavelength, I think. Oh.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway
Captain
left.
Clutch.
His first homer so far in the series, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
How far did that one go? 385 feet. Man, that looks like it went farther than that.
Well, they were smart not
Dude,
to
that's that
challenge him
hanging
with a fastball,
curveball.
but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
That did not get on the wavelength. I thought it did.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Standing in now, Peter O'Brien. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Let's see. Martinez, Waino, Lynn, Walker, and Lee. Yep, that sounds about right. Mike Leake's a good pitcher for you guys. Is he a one-year deal? Or is he on his last year, his contract?
And he won't bite at that
Dude,
one
Kershaw's
either. It's
losing
2-0.
Here he is, fall behind, another hitter, 2-0 count.
You want to fall behind to Peter O'Brien?
You're going to continue to get
That
burned.
90 power?
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is.
Ah, he got
high
under it.
in the air. Adams is there for it. 2 gone.
Gone for 5 years, so this is the second year. Oh, okay,
Now
cool.
batting,
Got your rotation
second
set up
baseman,
then.
William Nam.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, William Nam.
Well, I didn't expect to score 5 off Kershaw. I really didn't.
Kershaw into the windup. First pitch on the way.
Oh my goodness.
Booey. And it's gone into the bleachers.
Why does he have Edwin's... Okay, I didn't do that. I'll have to look at his home run trot.
So a solo shot here to left center
Right,
field.
you got Edwin's
His first
thing.
homer here in the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh boy, let's just pour it on. Let's get him out of this game. I did not put Edwin on
in
him.
the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading
Man,
that
that
way
was
real soon
bomb.
if he can't keep
Jesus.
the ball in the park.
426 feet. Even Brett Laurie's like, damn, son.
Stepping in now, Taylor Mott.
Taylor Mott.
As the first pitch to
And
him
this is
in
on
there
Hall
for
of
a ball
Fame.
strike 1. He's 0 for 1
This ain't
after
on
grounding out in his
rookie
only
or
trip
anything.
to the plate so far.
I now hate William Nom.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball.
I'll have to look at that.
As he has
I
to
don't
dump
remember
that
putting
harm's way
Edwin
there.
on him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up
What's
there.
up, Pug?
I think that was part of the intent with that last
Long
pitch.
time no see. How the heck are you?
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Inside with the
Dude,
slider.
Kershaw's
That'll
done.
back him up a bit.
How many pitches has he thrown this inning? David. What's up, dude?
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, he's really got to get it together awful quick because he's going to be out of there. That
Alamo.
bullpen is getting hot in a hurry.
Oh man, I've been great. I've been fantastic. Beating the hell out of Kershaw.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. This
Nah, I
one's
shouldn't
looped
say that.
out toward right center field. Chisenhall coming on.
I'll take 6.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
There's that offense.
But they managed to bat around as 9 men come to the plate and
Oh,
6 of
man.
them score. On to the 4th now in game number 1.
I wonder what they're
It's
gonna
the
do with
Cubs
Kershaw.
6 and the Yankees nothing. Striding in once again, Andrew McCutchen. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well,
Mr.
first of all,
McCutchen.
man, I think they need to start to get some base runners.
Best of
It's
7?
hard to
Yes,
be
sir.
patient when you're down
This is game
by
1,
6,
so.
but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
This is only game 1. We still got a lot of series to
Into
work
the
with.
windup and the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but
Yeah,
it's taken for
Kershaw.
ball 1.
Boy, they've been
These
just
Yankees
getting
really have a good
shut down
rotation.
right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things
They've got
happen. Drop a
Kershaw.
bunt, get up on
They've
the
got
plate,
Matt Moore,
something.
or not Matt Moore.
Takes
Julio
a look at one
Tehran.
catching the outside corner.
Who's this? Julio Tehran. Who else they got?
1-1.
Archie Bradley.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
What the heck is this? Dang. That's the thing. Anyway. 6-point comeback. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't put it past it. My bullpen's not the best.
Now a swing and a miss.
But
and
if Scherzer
McCutchen
keeps
is
pitching like
set
this,
down
we
for
won't
out
need him.
number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
I think that's already 7 strikeouts.
Getting ahead in the count, you can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with
here.
becomes a lot easier.
What is this? Legato, what are you doing?
Here's
He did
Jared
right.
Hoying. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Where's Scherzer at? Okay, he's still fine.
0-1 count. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Springer, still ranging back. Gone!
That was me. I messed up that pitch.
Solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series.
I tried to throw it down, but I really messed
on
up.
the board, it's 6-1.
Well, that home run, they're still down a few, but he's got to be feeling pretty good about that. A home run in the World Series, and maybe this will be something that gets this team going.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. As he'll take a look at his
like I said,
on the
bud,
outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
How the heck is it 6? Well, it's 6-1 now. We got the Kershaw, man. We got 2 in last inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The pitch.
Not to mention Scherzer's pitching. For some reason, even though Scherzer has had,
1-2 now.
I think like 8 days of rest, he's still entering this game with not 100%.
It's going to look faster coming off those breaking
like 100% energy.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So I don't know why that is.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And now this ball's lifted
The
in the
comeback,
air
no,
down the right
not the
field
comeback.
line, but this will
We
get
want to leave
back
it here.
into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Oh, and there's the big curveball.
Dirty.
He's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was asking. Randy, who did you guys get to replace Holiday?
Even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain
If you're
about
still
it.
here. Forgot my question like 20 minutes ago.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Matt Adams will stand in for the 2nd time.
Well,
now
besides
as he looks
Fowler.
at a cold
Besides
strike,
Fowler.
it's 0-1.
Did you guys sign anybody else besides
in the
him?
zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Right in there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He's really put himself now in a position where he's got to battle. Took the first 2 strikes, didn't swing, and now you just grind out the AB.
Randall Grichuk.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 home. And he struck him out.
Dirty.
His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning.
8 strikeouts for sure.
The Yankees
already.
answer right back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Yankees
Fowler
1.
in center, Grichuk in left, and who the heck do you guys have in right field? I forgot.
Jeff Samardzija answers the call from the pen here in
There
the
goes
4th
Kershaw.
as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
There goes Kershaw. I bet he's upset with himself.
Ready for another chance. Rolando Cordova. He matches up with Jeff
Scotty,
Samardzija to get the
Nope,
inning
sliders
underway.
are not moved at all. It is on Hall of Fame hitting, Hall of Fame pitching.
8,
Holy
9,
crap.
and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I'm afraid to touch the sliders.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but
What's up,
those 2
R&B?
pitches weren't even close.
Absolutely.
Balls behind the count 2-0.
This is a fantasy
time to
draft.
start getting locked in.
2019 imported from 16.
3-0
Okay,
now.
that shouldn't have been a ball.
3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way
This
to
is the
start
cruddy
this right
umpire.
here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
How you
3-0
doing today?
count. Here it comes. And that misses
Wow,
for
man,
ball
this
4.
umpire
It's a
is
leadoff
squeezing
walk
him.
that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little
I think this is
thrown
one of
off
the
right
worst umpires in the game. He really is.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Max Scherzer comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in
Burb.
the ball game.
Burb. All right. BRB. BRB. Burb.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat.
Hey, now it's some RJ
ball
can't
one.
find the zone.
Well, that was a rough third for him, and now he's 2-0 to the leadoff guy here. Not the best way to try and
That's
right
not
the ship.
accurate, Harold. Not accurate at all. Not even close. Margin just came in, and it's not 2-0.
Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and
1-1.
missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
That's my pitcher.
A runner
What
at
do you
first
expect?
with no outs here. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Well,
Let me
he
just
was
swing it there
clearly
real
looking
quick.
for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
And that indeed is a pitcher
Oh, well.
up there, as he's not even close at that one and becomes out
Don't know.
number
I
one.
don't know what you expect Scherzer to do. I mean, he's already getting strikeouts. That's all I want him to
Ready
do.
for another shot.
pay him to
now.
hit.
Manuel Margowski,
Pay him to
1
pitch.
for 2 on his line so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Low for ball 1. 6 runs, 6 hits. No errors so
So,
far
how
for
was
the Cubbies.
everybody's weekend? Hopefully, it was a good
That one's
weekend.
going to find the seats. Strike 1. He's
Hopefully-
set. Here comes the 1-1.
You didn't work
High
this
fly
weekend.
ball out to straightaway center. There to take it in is McCutcheon now for route number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Enjoy it. Opening day.
Fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Dude, he got all this started. RBI single back up through the middle.
Here comes the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Oh, he reached back and challenged him right there. I like that. Early in the count. Here it is, big fella. I know you're a good hitter, but I'm coming right after you.
And a slider just about gets away from him
Come on, let
there
it
as
hit
it
you in the
runs
thigh.
in a bit too close for
Don't be a
comfort.
wuss.
2 out with the man at first.
Did Bumgarner hit another home run?
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
He hit another home run. Wow. Madison Bumgarner leading the majors in home runs. Wow.
2-1, here it is. Slider up that he gets a call on.
According to Twitter, he got
He's
one.
set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Diaz
That
scoops it
is
up.
gonna be it.
onto
Nothing on
Forsythe
that inning.
Covering, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They hold on to their 6-1
I must say I'm a little
lead.
disappointed in the World Series presentation. You think it'd be something a little more flashy. Not the same thing as every other game.
Standing in, Travis d'Arnaud.
Leading off for the
He's in to
Yankees.
get things going here in inning number 5.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Dear God.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Well, he's really
Where's his
having good
energy
success
at? I
in
mean,
this
he's still
game.
looking
You know,
solid,
looking at
but
it, you
we'll
go,
have
how's
somebody
he
warm
doing
up
it?
just
Well,
in
surely
case.
not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose.
Oh,
That
come on, Blue.
misses, says the home plate umpire.
Apparently he doesn't call
1-2.
outside corners.
Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
This
Dang
one's
it,
down
please,
to
Zach.
third. Lowry's there.
Mind your business.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the
Mind your
fifth.
business, please,
Just
Zach.
one lone hit for the visitors
Even though this is
evening
your
as
job,
they've
mind
been
it.
taken to task by this starter. At the plate, Ronnie Chisenhall. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right, who did the Blue Jays open up against?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball
If
that
you're
finds the
still
outside
here.
corner.
I'm back. I had some work to do. That's fine, dude.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Right side.
I don't know when you left, but
And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out
it's not
single.
tied anymore.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. They got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't work out for you.
Baltimore, then Tampa.
In now, Logan Forsythe. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
Come on, stop carrying.
Ranging back.
Oh, my God.
He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
You got to be mindful of our slider.
Third baseman.
So you're going to face both of their aces at
Eugenio Suarez.
some point.
So coming to the plate.
Yeah, man, you
Eugenio
missed some home
Suarez.
runs. You
He's
missed
0 for
Laurie
1 thus
hit
far.
one and Nam hit one.
Hit on the ground to third. Laurie's up with it. On
They
his
pulled
second for the
Kershaw
force
after
out,
3
and the
innings.
side is retired.
So
One
Samardzija
left
is
for the
pitching for him
Yankees.
now.
They trail 6-1.
I may take out O'Brien since the righty's pitching.
Digging in and looking for more.
Leading off for the
Jose
It's
Melendez.
Milwaukee. Hey, you guys can beat
1 for 2 with
Milwaukee.
a double
That should be
in his
easy
line
for you.
thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Weak grounder back to the mound.
Huh. Look at it this way, Ray. You
And
guys
he's
are
set
already
down
got a
one
better.
away.
You guys have a better record than the Yankees already.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett.
So these are
Here's
fast.
the third baseman, Brett Laurie. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Squared that one up.
Heads up.
Just a little late.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
105 hit speed. Jesus.
The windup and the 0-1. Left side. Suarez over to his left. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home
Twins
fifth.
open against the Royals. You
Now
get to see
batting,
Soler.
left fielder, Peter O'Brien.
You got Santana. And I guess
And
the
that'll
Royals are
bring up
throwing out
Peter
Volquez.
O'Brien. He's 0
Oh,
for
Duffy.
2 thus
Duffy.
far
Oh,
in
there
this
you go.
one.
I keep forgetting about him. God dang Duffy. Samardzija doesn't have a player court? What?
First pitch on its way. Almost a worm
That kinda shocks
burner
me.
as he
Samardzija
misses
doesn't have
on a low
one.
fastball, ball 1.
You think he
Two
would
outs,
have
bases
a
empty,
ground
and I got one
ball
of my power
thing
guys
or
at the
something?
plate. This is where you let it fly right here.
Wow.
Give me a home run or a double. Give me some kind of extra base hit here.
How about a single?
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So he delivers with 2 away in the bottom of the fifth.
What do you think?
marches
You think
on.
Vikes? You think
Well,
you
he tried
guys
to double
can
up with him on fastball. Showed him
get
one.
the
He got the next
win
one.
tomorrow?
He measured the first one and timed the second one for the base hit.
everybody 0-0 except for the Yankees and Rays?
Now to the plate, William Nam. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run.
Dude, showing some power, along speed. They need to steal more bases with him next year.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up.
Popping 97, huh? Popping 97.
Here it comes, 1-0. Hit on the ground out
to
to
there.
short. Backhanded. Throw to second
that
for
was a
the
good
force
play.
out, and the side is retired.
That was a very good play.
One left for the Cubs. They lead it 6-1.
Robbie Grossman. That's the infielder, isn't it?
Steve Pierce will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the sixth.
28.
Hey, is that the new Blue Jay?
Pierce.
He's starting AAA. I guess they really want him to work on his stuff.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Kluber versus Darvish? Give me Kluber.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here.
Strada
Still has
versus
really
Gosman.
nice finish on that slider,
matchup
as we
there.
just saw.
Here's Scherzer now 1-1.
Of course, you got Adam Jones on the O's, man,
Foul
playing
off to the
very
right
good
and up
baseball.
into the crowd. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive
If he's
to me,
not
he
hurt,
hasn't walked anyone either.
if he doesn't
He's
get
just
hurt
pounding
again.
the zone. His stuff is
Because he
dirty
used to
today.
have back problems, right? Zach Greinke. Well,
Here's
yeah.
Andrew McCutcheon now.
Zach Greinke's giving up 2 home runs to Bumgarner today.
As Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike one. No hits to this point.
It's not true. Scherzer's actually giving up 2 hits.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2
Oh, Kluber will have a
now.
fantastic.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with a fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfect.
He's so filthy, man. His
And
stuff
this
is
sliced
just so
foul into the
dirty.
stands in right, out of play.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You know, he's one of their guys.
This will
they
probably be
rely on to
Scherzer's
get
last
their
inning
offense
because
going.
he came
They need
into
to
this
rally,
game not
so We'll see if he
100%.
can spark one here.
Here's a
Oh,
drive
God.
by McCutcheon. Hit well out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty.
Man,
That ball was
McCutcheon goes deep.
crushed.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you
Sale
later.
and
It's
Schumacher.
simple math, folks.
Up next
I think Sale will do good.
left fielder, Jared Hoyer.
Into the box now, Jared Hoying. As he hits one on a line to left field. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
I don't know. We may pull
First, he's
Scherzer now.
digging for second.
Seems like they're figuring out his
And
pitches
he is
now.
in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take
Been
another
Indians
look.
fan?
Great
Dude, your
camera
Indians are gonna
angle
make it
here.
back to the World
Looking
Series
straight
this
down
year.
the left field
Telling you.
line. You
Calling
see
it
him
now, it's
take
gonna be
that
because of the Indians.
inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Into the box, Aledmus Diaz. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in
Yeah,
his 2 at-bats
437
so
feet.
far.
Yeah. Well, I did leave that fastball there for him, so.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to get
Come
him
on,
to go
Scherzer,
after the
what the hell's
slider,
wrong
but it's
with you?
1-1.
Oh, he's finally getting a little weak now.
1-1. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Red Sox, Cubs? Nah. No, absolutely not. It's going to be Indians, Cubs.
Looking to send him packing again. Hit on the ground toward the left. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw.
Got him. What a play by Taylor Mock.
Play at first.
Showing that range at shortstop.
Matt Adams.
Here's Matt Adams.
Give me
now.
the Cleveland
0 for
Indians
2 on his
rotation
line
any
thus
day.
far.
Sorry, Sherry, enjoy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he will make it up to third here. Good instincts to take off on what should be scored a passed ball. A 1-0 delivery.
They do have the easiest division to win, with all due respect to those other 4 teams.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Come on now. Dang, that's a big trailer. Holy crap. I don't think they can fit.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that's through into center field.
Come on, Scherzer. I just want to get out of this inning.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Well, that ball right there, Matt, he hit it hard. We saw it. He smoked it to the outfield.
Now you got Edwin on
Pitcher's
there.
starting to get a little bit tired. He's starting to make some mistakes. He's leaving some balls over the plate.
Nah, that's going to be it. We're going to pull him now.
Takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Enrique Burgos.
Scherzer's starting to lose it. I hate to do it with 2 outs, but man, I don't have a choice.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he takes a called strike.
They're getting way too close.
0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Because, like, look, the Red Sox do have Chris Sale, but you're going to need more than Chris Sale to
Comes set and
get past the
0-1.
Indians.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Looking at the first pitch for a strike.
That's just my argument. Their offense is fantastic. I love the Red Sox offense, man, but
spread out, get ready
the Indians have way better pitching.
Make sure you don't get called out on a third strike.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
He got him.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on.
That was an ugly inning.
Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half.
The Indians
It's the
Golden
Cubs
State
6 and the Yankees 3. Joe Biagini enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Dude, I was reading, when I was on break today, they were talking about how the Dodgers were the biggest threat to the Cubs in the NL. And I was just like, I mean, maybe.
Digging in once again.
I don't know. They handled Kershaw pretty good in the postseason.
Opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. In there, strike 1.
Who's coming up next inning? All right. Yeah, Santana, Lindor. Jose Ramirez is pretty good.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I had Jose Ramirez on the first franchise I had.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a flare out toward right center.
Dodgers Indians. Let's see, like I don't know why people are saying the Dodgers are going to beat the Cubs when they didn't really do anything to improve. You know.
Rolando Cordova.
Striding in once
I just
again.
don't.
Rolando Cordova.
I just don't see
no
it.
Official
I really
at bat
don't.
for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
I'm trying to be fair, but I mean, let's be honest. If the Cubs can handle Kershaw like they did in the playoffs last year, then
he takes for a strike.
Who's a threat to him when it comes to that offense?
Set to deliver the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is hit sharply to
Oh,
the
wow. What a, barely got over.
Leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Yeah, Naquin's going to have a good year. He's got to have his breakout year, doesn't he?
Right there. Don't overlook this guy just because he's down at the bottom of the order. He's a pretty good hitter.
Pitcher, Enrique Burgos.
I read something, I can't remember the guy from ESPN. Oh, Chicago Cubs. Fly the W. Yes. I love it. I love it. Best Twitch name ever. How you doing, Chicago?
Stepping in now, Enrique Burgos. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down.
But
this is foul for the first strike.
there was somebody on ESPN talking about it. I can't remember his name.
So far for the
and he said that the Nationals have the most talented team in baseball. And I just said,
and he's behind
are you serious? The Nationals have the most talented team, and I don't think so. I was like, what are you going off of here?
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded back
Look
up
at that,
the middle.
Burgos.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, this is the advantage of playing in
Ready for the game in 2 hours? Absolutely, man. Let's ready to send those Redbirds to 0-3.
Playing the game he's been playing all year.
But, yeah, the Nationals, like, okay, look. Turner's good. Harper's good. Murphy's good. But they're not the most talented. Would you honestly take Murphy over Baez? I don't think so. I mean, would you take... well, you might take him. I don't know. That's a pretty close matchup. Turner or Schwarber, since Schwarber's probably going to be in left field a lot. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're looking for, but I don't see that. I really don't. I'll have to find the article. I'll send it to you guys. It was on ESPN today.
Standing in now, Manuel Margowski, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Michael Brantley made the lineup. Yeah, he did.
1 for 3 thus far.
It's amazing how quick, how Baez has turned his career around.
0-1, here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Yeah, Turner, I mean, I guess if you're looking for speed and to be able to get hits, I'd take Turner. But if you're looking for someone that can really work in at bat and maybe crush a home run, I would probably take Schwarber. But I guess that's really biased for me to say.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
You got to swing back. Yeah.
The 2-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Dr. Smooth.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, we got a big pitch coming up now. That's ball 3 right there. And look at, with this situation with 2 guys already on, you don't want to load the bases. You got to come after him, make a swing back.
He's set. Here's the 3-2.
Oh my God, we just got ahead of that one.
Pulled it a little foul.
Dang it. That was our pitch right there. We messed it up.
The 3-2 one more time. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is McCutcheon. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Right fielder, number 4.
I love the Red Sox offense, though. Honestly, don't know who I would take when it comes to offenses. I don't know if I would take them. I still think the Blue Jays have a good offense, even without Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Diaz picks it up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple.
He's got something to prove, yeah. He's the man to do it. We've already seen how he reacts to pressure. I think Bautista and Tulo and Donaldson can pick it up.
Historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Seventh inning coming up now in game one as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Dr. Smooth.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand.
So, Angel, let me ask you a
hit
question.
in 2 tries so far.
Let me ask everyone a question.
Lonnie
I think it's common sense, unless something miraculous happens, that the Indians are going to win their division. What do you think? How many games do you think they're going to win
From
it
the
by?
stretch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is
Got the
finding
Mariners as a
way
dark
to
horse
get on
team.
base, so I'm not
I would
surprised
actually
to
take
see
the
him
Mariners
taking
over the
on
Rangers.
the first pitch there.
Now the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the
Nope,
middle.
not gonna get that
Gets
one.
through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Well, they've hung
Aaron
around. I know
Sanchez.
it's late in the game, but that's a big leadoff single. Maybe this will be what they need to get to start that attack to put them ahead.
Yeah, Cody Anderson's gone for a year.
Digging in to try it again, Logan Forsythe.
7.
Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
I was thinking double digits.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, with the leadoff
They're
man
going to have a
right
better
there,
lineup.
Matt, they are
You know,
sprawling so
if
far
they
behind,
get,
they have to
I
capitalize.
think they got
have to get
Gerard
some runs
Dyson,
to get
didn't
back
they?
in this thing.
If they got
Nobody out,
Dyson,
runner on first.
you could have him. You could have Gene Segura in front of Nelly Cruz.
And he gets him to swing
Pretty
through
vicious.
that one. He's in control 0-2.
White Sox last, yeah. White Sox will definitely probably be last. Who do the White Sox even have on their team still?
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a line drive.
Come on, go foul. Oh
And
my
this will
God.
wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at
Kittens are
0-2.
terrible.
The 0-2 once more. That
Yep,
misses
Bumgarner
1-2.
got 2 home runs.
That's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
A runner at first with no outs here. This is on the ground over to first. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the
Verlander,
first baseman has to
Fulmer,
make. No
and
problem this
Zimmerman.
time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Yeah, Bumgarner hit 2 home runs. Both of those home runs had exit velocity in the triple digits.
In now, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 2 for him
97.
to this point.
So as of right now, he leads the league in home runs. Ain't that a thing?
Here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
In wins and losses, yeah.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And
Let me ask
that
you
is
this.
in
Do you
there
think the
for a
Tribe are going to
two-out base
win
knock.
90
So
games?
worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning.
Whoa, back-to-back sliders. Now, the first one was almost like a practice pitch. He saw the spin. The second one, he recognized and got the base hit.
Mitch Haniger will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Wow, McCutcheon's actually worse against left-handed pitchers. Good to know.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more
Jeff
pitches
Norris,
for those
yeah.
relievers.
Cleveland wins 103. I think we're going to tell pretty early.
A fastball that just misses inside.
God, man, my bullpen. I can't stand my bullpen. It seems like no matter what I do to them, they still find ways to just...
He got it in there, but that
They
was
have
a good
problems
take to
shutting
lay
it
off
down,
and take the
you
ball.
know?
The 2-0 on the way. Tough slider down low for a strike.
That was a good 2-0 slider right there. Now you're still sitting 2-1. I'd continue to look for that fastball, but that was a nice slider right there.
The 2-1 on its way. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
Man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off.
He struck him out.
Slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Yanks leave one. Can't cut in.
All right, Burgos, good job.
6-3 deficit.
Good job. That'll be it for
Corey
him.
Rasmus gets the call from the pen to take over.
Will someone help me keep an eye on when the game starts? Oh, it doesn't start till 8:30 on my time.
Ready for
Never
another
mind.
shot now. Jose Melendez. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh.
Jose Melendez.
There's our boy, the mighty Melendez. Boy, it's actually looking good to bring in Easel for the next game, or next inning.
And that misses inside 1-0.
Oh yeah, hour and a half, I'm sorry. I can't tell time. Who tells time? Time is nothing but illusion.
Runs outside,
I
so
didn't
it
see
goes
who's
to
pitching.
2-0
Who's
now.
Duh. Who's pitching? Corey Rasmus. Ooh, advantage Melendez.
2-0, here it is. Hit hard, but foul.
I just feel like every time we find the ball, we could just crush it.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Brett Lawrie waits on deck.
So I was thinking about giving these imaginary players like backstories.
Set, here's the 3-1.
Like every now and then on the
Foul back.
Facebook page, I'll do like a player spotlight on them.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a little tapper.
Changeup.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball.
early on that?
pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
I missed that one.
Another full count pitch home. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like
That's
that
all right.
flail so badly up there, but
My
that
bad,
was a
Melendez.
great pitch for out number 1.
That was a good pitch.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4.
There's that home run.
Brett Lawrie will stride in, but
I thought he
first
hit that
we
on the
take
way
you back
one,
to
but
the
he didn't.
third. As you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Fly ball out toward left center field. McCutcheon is under it.
I was late. I was late on that one.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
It's not often they just throw it down Broadway to Lawrie.
Peter O'Brien.
That's a shame.
Digging in and looking for more, Peter O'Brien. He singled his
Oh,
last
it's
time
Peter
up.
O'Brien. What do we do with this guy in the offseason?
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Welcome back, Angel. Glad to have you. Good to know that
Ready
mobile's
with the
working.
1-0 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Diaz up the middle. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the
Alrighty,
inning.
that is 7
When
in the
we
books.
return,
We're going to
it'll
bring
be
in
Andrew McCutcheon
our
to start
lefty
things
Alvin
out.
Easel.
It's the Cubs 6 and the Yankees
Hashtag
3.
easy for Easel.
Alvin
attention,
Easel
please.
has been summoned
See if
from
he
the
can
bullpen,
keep up
as
his
he'll
good
do so
work.
to start the 8th.
Number 5. Alvin.
You know, now that Easel's starting to take shape, we may not re-sign Jake McGee in the offseason.
Here's
I don't
Andrew
know.
McCutcheon now. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
I'd really like to squeeze some room for Lonnie Mitchell tree. our closer prospect.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side.
You got it.
Nam backs up a bit and he takes charge for the
I'm not sure yet.
The left fielder, number
8th inning now from Wrigley.
Does anybody know what the off-season
faithful
screens
as you
look
get a
like?
at the line
Or if
score to
they
see
look
how we got
relatively
to
the
this
same?
point. Here's Jared Hoyer. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
You got that sinker, though.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to
Beautiful
first,
sinker.
2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Aledmys Diaz.
Yep.
And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
I really wish Cordova would call more off-speed pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two and 0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Come on, Blue, you're killing me.
Thickens here. 3
Jesus
and 0.
Christ. This umpire is like the worst umpire.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Boy, that's a tough two-seamer to
Come on,
hit right there.
Blue.
Usually that two-seamer will start in on the hitter and tail away, but that one started at the middle of the plate and broke off. Uh-oh, look out now.
Down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count.
Hey, Laura
full
lost
out.
interest.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So
Sorry,
no 1, 2, 3
Take it
in
off.
here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Here's Matt Adams now. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks
Does
pretty
it?
bleak
Does
for
a
them
base
heading
hit
into the
change
last
things
couple
here?
of innings.
What kind of base hit are you looking
strike
for?
1. And this one's in the dirt.
Hey, there's just
And
not
he'll
enough
make it in
reaction
scoring
time.
Position here with 2 away.
Yeah, I
As they
always
score
know
a
when your
wild
pitch is
pitch.
going to be wild.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will
Sinker
get
ball
back
or
into the seats out of
sinking.
play. Ready on 1 and 2. Misses, ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2 and 2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball.
I hate
He's
this
seen it
umpire,
already
man.
a couple of times,
I'm
so
honestly
it's
getting
not gonna
really
surprise him
upset with this
anymore.
umpire. I'm not throwing him a fastball.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul.
The game's going to force me to throw a fastball.
All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this
Shouldn't have been able to
going.
hit that.
Now he lifts
Popped
a
him up.
high pop-up. Drifting
Get
into
away,
foul
Adams.
territory on the right side. And he will indeed
Whew.
make the play in
It's
foul
Miller time.
territory to retire the side. So no
I don't have
runs
Miller, but I
on
do have
no
your boy
hits,
Cody
no
Allen.
errors, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Cubs 6 and the Yankees 3.
You got your friend Cody Allen, though, Angel.
Striding in, William Nam. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Second baseman, William Nam.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here.
This is
and he
game
gets it
1,
for
man. It's
strike
been a
1.
grind. I guess Manfred should call me and be like, "Oh my gosh, game's lasting
1 count and the pitch.
way too long.
Looking at strike 2, a fastball.
We need to
that
make them
catches the
30
inside
minutes
corner.
each."
0-2, here it comes. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the fastballs.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Let's
That
take a look at the sequence
unhittable
here again.
bullpen.
The first 3 pitches, all 3
Thank you,
down
gang.
on
We
his
just saw
own.
that.
So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Taylor Mott comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
That chat died.
1 out, nobody on. Swung on
All
and
right,
missed.
gang, come on
1-1.
now. That was a good swing game. Come on. At least let me make
Here's the 1-1.
contact like that. Thank you.
Second and into center field.
I'll take that.
He's aboard with a 1-out single.
That's just a great baseball play. The pitcher executed his pitch, but the hitter was better, stayed with it, got a ball down, and drove it through.
Cordova.
Rip. I'm sorry chat died.
Into the box, Rolando Cordova.
We'll pay for all your
And a
funerals.
ball 1-0.
With
It
Monopoly
was a
money.
single for him in his last at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0.
J.
And
Ray.
this is fouled back and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Rookie of
No
the year
walk on
runner-up.
that one, 2 balls and a strike.
Lost to a pitcher that went 11-4 with a 4.7 ERA.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to it
Never
here,
float your
3-1. Set. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. McCutcheon is after it. He
got
gets
that one.
there, and that's the second out.
Beautiful play.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
All right, let's bring in.
Easily.
You know what? How many outs are there? 2 outs. You don't get to hit.
Eric Redford will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner
This
at
guy's
first.
horrible.
Bradford.
I'll give him a hit though. I'll give him a bat.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Hard on the ground towards short.
What he does.
Scooped up onto Forsythe.
He can hit the
covering, and
ball,
that ends
but he
the
just
inning.
can't hit at the holes.
Cubs strand 1. They
Jerk.
still lead it 6-3.
Dude, why is everybody taking
Welcome
my
back
catch
to
line
MLB
now?
Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway.
I guess big-time MLB streamers can get away with it.
Cody
Your attention,
Allen
please.
comes on from the
Now
pen,
pitching
hoping
for
to
the Cubs,
finish this one off here in the top of the
37.
9th.
Cody.
Sorry, I'm being bitter. I'm just being bitter. Ignore me.
So striding in,
Leading off for the
Travis
Yankees.
d'Arnaud. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch
There
is
you go,
taken
Angel.
for a
Here's your
full
closer.
strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 0-1 delivery. Looks at a
Right.
curveball called for a strike.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck out
Nasty.
again. That's the third time he's gone down on
Nasty.
strikes in this one.
Now batting. Right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
What is this? All right, 2 outs. We're taking game
Ready
1.
for another chance. Lonnie Chisenhall. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. The changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
No. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1.
I hate this
No,
fucking
he
umpire.
wants that on the mound.
I hate this umpire so
Especially
much.
if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball
Umpire,
sliced
something
foul
quick.
into the seats down the left field line.
Well, it's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit.
Dang it, man. Those little
Well, that's
squeaky
his third
hits.
hit of the night, and are you surprised? That's 3 singles. Now sits 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Not a bad night.
Forsythe.
Now we gotta do a Forsythe.
Stepping in now, Logan Forsythe. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this
So
point.
for those that may be just joining or unsure how the score came to be, we had 2 home runs, 1 by Brett Lowry, 1 by William Nam. You had a
Foul here at the
RBS
plate,
single
and
by
he's behind
Springer.
0-2.
And for the Yankees, they've had a home run by McCutcheon.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he can't catch
And
up to
I
the fastball
think
as he
Forsythe
swings
hit
and misses
one.
for the second out. Got
And the
him
other
with
one
a
was
good
a
high
single,
fastball
so.
there. Danny, we see a lot of
That's
that
where we're
pitching
at
strikeout
now.
situation these
Yankees
days.
had
What makes
Clayton
it so
Kershaw
hard?
go out. He was
I
done
think,
after
Matt, what makes
3.
it such a tough pitch is you're
We
changing
had
high
Max
levels.
Scherzer,
That
who lasted
fastball
6
up
1/3.
looks so
Or I'm sorry,
enticing
5
to hit that
1/3.
you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez in the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1.
1 second, guys. Sorry about that.
The 1-0 pitch. On the ground to third. Lowry's there.
And Cubs will take game 1.
Game is over.
It's always nice to give
Good
your fans at home
start
something to cheer
we got
about,
by
and they
Kershaw.
definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
Fly the W. I'm going to get that flag. And it's going to hang right there. You're going to see it. It's going to be right there. It's going to be on this door. That door. So, Joe Girardi and the Yankees will have to go back to the playbook, drawing board, whatever. We held off, take game 1. Gotta love that third. There's Scherzer, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts. Kershaw did not do very well. So we will take that. Really pulling off to the side there. Is that Laurie?
And
yeah.
fellas, when you're on the big stage
one
here
hit,
at the World Series, you want to
enough
make
to
sure you
play
bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
I'm just saying.
And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. The Chicago Cubs win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Clayton Kershaw.
So Cubbies take game 1. Good for them. Game 2, we will toss Andrew Heaney out there if he's ready. I hope he is. Alright, we get anything good? Yeah, we got best K's. Sweet. Yay, more stuff. Got Will Harris. Alright, that's not bad. An 84. Take that. So they're going to throw out Alex Cobb. And if Andrew Heaney's ready, we will toss him out. If not, we will make a spot start. I don't know if Heaney is ready. If he's not, we're probably going to save him for game 3. So, I don't know. But that'll do it for me, guys. I'm sorry just to play one and be done. But I've got to get ready for the Cubs game. So, we got one game down. All the games are MLB Network. So, that's interesting. I got Clayton Kershaw pitching game 4. Huh. Anyway, but good start. We're up 6. We won 6-3, and we just look forward to playing them. Game 2 will be tomorrow. Maybe game 2 and 3. I'm not sure. It'll depend on how everything goes. But Tuesday we'll definitely have 2 games. So if I do, we may do game 2 tomorrow. Games 3 and 4 will be Tuesday. So, fantastic. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Always good to have you. Hopefully your team wins tomorrow. Everyone knows the Cubs are going to win tonight. Just kidding. Anyway, everyone take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. And we'll see you next time.